Hey, it's Richard Piet. Welcome to this edition of Richard's Ride Extra. Today, we're going to take you inside the new Lakeview Ford Collision Center and talk a little bit about the things you should know when you're considering an auto repair, body work, things you should ask, and also we'll show you some repairs in progress, which are really going to be pretty enlightening. We're here in the Lakeview Ford Collision Center with Piet, who's in charge here of this brand new facility. At least you've made it like new here in just a few weeks.
Yeah, we have. We're excited to get things going, so we actually have some work in here.
Yeah, look at this. Working on your own vehicle here. A Lakeview truck that was hit in the back. Yep. Now, this looks like a relatively light hit, just what we see here, but you tell me.
Well, actually, it was hit pretty good, and we've already pulled this out per the insurance company's request, and they wanted to see if this panel was actually repairable or not. And after we pulled it out, it was probably 6 inches, and we pulled it out thinking we could try to attempt to repair that, and we found that it's going to be a better repair to go ahead and replace this outer quarter panel.
So pushed in 6 inches, if you can imagine that. Now you've pulled this out. This is one big piece, isn't it, Ken?
Yeah, it actually will come up in here and actually we'll section it in on the roof section and then on the rocker panel area as well. But we don't want to cut anything off until we actually see the panel.
Yeah.
The panel will be here sometime soon.
So what kind of concerns are there when you're looking at something like this? I mean, you know, the back of this doesn't come out terribly far, so when you push this in, now you're pretty close to the mechanics, right?
Well, not necessarily the mechanics. Obviously, the wiring issues.
Yeah.
But we've noticed that there is no wiring issues. But the taillight does sit in here, and that has to sit in here properly. And that's what we were worried about, is getting that for a proper fit in there. And we don't want to add too much body filler as well. So The best repair is the one that goes unnoticed, and that's why we want to replace that versus try to repair that.
Well, some of the things that concern me about driving are hitting a deer. And boy, you know, if you talk to insurance companies, collision shops, they see this all the time. Here's an example of a car that's being worked on now that did hit a deer. And Kent, this wasn't a direct hit.
No, it was actually a hit on the passenger front side, and it was kind of a glancing blow, but caused enough damage to replace the headlight and bumper cover, and then it rolled down the side, causing damage to actually the sheet metal, the fender, and we had to replace the outer door panel on the passenger front door. And then this just got out of the paint booth, and it's just ready to be reassembled.
Well, you don't get to see your car with the front pieces taken off too often, but in this case you can see there's a lot that's right here behind the front of the car.
It is. Yeah, there's a lot of, actually people don't realize behind the bumper cover, the outer facade is a lot of plastic pieces that could easily be damaged on just even a light deer hit. So when we write the original estimate, you really can't see all of that stuff until it's actually taken apart.
When you buy a Shelby Mustang, you want everything perfect. And so in this particular case, here we are in the prep deck here at the body shop. You had a little blemish in the paint.
That came from the factory, unfortunately.
Okay, so this is part of what you do, is the cars come in, you inspect these things. Now, I would imagine most of the time, there's a quality control process at the manufacturing plant where they would catch something like that. In this case, maybe they didn't.
Yeah, this is a rarity. You don't see this very often.
Yeah, so a small blemish on the fender here can easily be fixed.
Yep. So what we're doing right now, there was just the size of a quarter blemish underneath the base coat, clear coat, and my painter has taken care of that, and he has spotted that in there, and we are about ready to have them put the clear coat on there, and then we'll just turn on the bake oven, and we'll bake this to the proper specs.
You know, it used to be that there would be concerns about matching paint in a situation like this, where you've got this little spot you're doing, and there would be concerns about whether or not that's going to match the rest of the car. This has changed a lot.
It certainly has. You actually start with your paint code, and then there's different variances from that, and there's so many different options. It actually helps the painter find the proper mix, so he can tint that to the proper color.
So to the naked eye, when this is done, you won't be able to tell.
Exactly.
That's incredible.
If it's done right, and it's definitely done right here at Lakeview Ford.
All right. So what are some things that people should ask if they're looking at a repair in a collision shop? What things should they be asking that professional about their business, and what should they know before their car comes in?
Probably the warranty, what the body shop actually does for the customer after it's done.
So what is standard these days for?
Well, here at Lakeview Ford, we offer a limited lifetime warranty on all paint and body work, and along with the parts as well that we utilize.
So if there's a repair done and in a couple of years something starts happening with that, you're going to look at that again and try and figure it out.
Yeah, we've gone, I've seen them over 5 years old, and
Wow.
the customer still has to, properly maintain that paint or body or whatever, but with that said, we'll definitely stand behind our workmanship.
So somebody shouldn't be worried then, as we've said, about matching paint, and then about what could happen in the future. I mean, that's probably not the norm, right? I mean, you repair this stuff and it usually lasts.
It does if you do it right, and here at Lakeview Ford, we definitely do it right.
Yeah. How do you know when you look at something whether it's repairable or not? There must be some kind of boundary.
Yeah, I mean, let's say on a panel, I look at the feature lines and look at the inside if there's any distortion in, something like that. But years of experience helps out.
Yeah, right.
And even I've been in it for a long time. I'll still grab a body man, get his opinion as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because I definitely want the best repair possible. So.
Right.
And same with the insurance company, and of course the customer.
This has a lot of things at stake here in terms of knowing what you're doing. This is constant updating. Cars are changing all the time.
Yep, every year we go to school throughout the year to try to keep up to date on the new processes, the repair process, even the manufacturing specs, because they're changing things all the time. So it's an ongoing process, I'll tell you that.
All right, well, there you go. One other thing to know too, that your insurance company may say, here's a list of collision shops you might try. You don't have to follow that list if you don't want to.
No, it's your vehicle. You have the right to take it wherever you want. The insurance company will definitely coach you through that. But again, you have the right to take it wherever you feel comfortable with.
All right, well, congratulations, Kent, on this great facility.
Thank you. We're looking forward to future years. So.
Richard's Ride Extra, Lakeview Ford Collision Center. Check them out.